Hi, I'm Reha Mahajan. Welcome to my podcast, Mom's Basement. My space, my room. Welcome, Chandni. Thank you for being here for our first podcast for Mom's Basement.
Thank you for having me, Neha.
And tell me, how did TFR begin?
So, it's really funny.
When I'm a mom, now my son is they're in their teen, I still feel that, sometimes that guilt factor creeping in here and there.
That's all in there.
So have you ever felt would have been a bit different or shaped in a different way if you were a man? So Instagram is all about women supporting women. Do women actually support women in this industry? And then a lot of new or not? Influencers and exhibition. Overrated or underrated?
Controversial, Neha.
One label you're tired of hearing as a woman.
Women have almost been against that.
What is success for you? Freedom or pressure? Pause freedom. One thing you judge people for, but won't say out loud. So tell me any big challenges that you faced initially.
And I talked about demonetization. Was our first one.
What advice do you have to give to them which you were never given when you had to start?
See, I feel you should really follow your dreams.
Where conversations are real, unfiltered, and a little uncomfortable in the best way. Today's conversation is with someone who shaped the fashion and lifestyle industry of Chandigarh. She's one of the faces behind the most anticipated multi-designer exhibition in Tri-City, the Front Row. The Front Row brings together multi-designers from across India and has been bringing together style, ambition, and businesses all across the country under one roof. Here's welcoming Chandni Pava, the co-founder of the Front Row. Welcome, Chandni. Thank you for being here for our first podcast for Mom's Basement.
How sweet. Thank you for having me, Neha. And I just wanted to tell you that I've always found you very real, very interesting,
Thank you
and that
so
is
much.
very rare.
Thank you so much.
So-
That means a lot.
So I really need it, and I'm so glad that I'm here.
Lovely. Looking forward to chatting with you and knowing about your journey.
Same here. Same here.
So tell me, Chandni, before the limelight, before the pretty reels on Instagram, what was life for you before you actually came up with TFR?
Before I came up with TFR with Sahiba, Neha, I was a regular mom. My son was just 3 years old, in fact. He was a tiny tot.
remember.
Yes, yes. So, he was a tiny tot, and I was really into him. And I was just 5, 6 years into our marriage. So it was a different scene altogether. Now it's been 10 years that TFR, since the birth of TFR. So, life has changed completely.
How lovely.
Yes.
And tell me, how did TFR begin? What was the idea behind it?
So, it's really funny. And I feel kind of destined also that TFR, actually, I met Sahiba at a dance class.
Really?
Yes.
I never knew that.
So, we were exercising at a dance class for maybe 6, 7 months, and I got to know her, and I knew that she also had the store Raya, which was doing very well,
Right.
and I was also doing solo pop-ups. So I was also into fashion. She was also into fashion, and I wanted to do something. I wanted trunk shows and pop-ups, and so did she. We had similar kind of interest. So
Oh.
I asked her that would you do partnership with me, and like we can start something. And actually we first became partners, then we became friends, and now she's a sister to me.
How lovely.
Yeah, so it's the other way around. I met a stranger,
Yeah.
then she became my partner, then she became like a friend to me, then a good friend. She's a sister to me.
And
now.
what partnership? We've been witnessing that Touchwood since
Touchwood.
10 years now.
Yes, yes.
So, what do you think? How was TFR born? Did you see a gap in the industry, or was there more opportunity in Tri City for something like the Front Row? What do you think?
You know what? We never thought of something like that there's a gap in the industry. Actually, TFR was born out of passion.
Wow.
Passion for fashion, literally. Like, we didn't think that we're going to earn so much, or we're going to, how big how big the exhibition would become. It's been a very good journey, very learning experience. And God has been very kind, that TFR has reached where it has today.
Lovely. I think passion should always be the only vision that you have for
Yes.
anything.
Yes.
So when did you actually start believing in it and start thinking like, this could be something big?
I think with every show,
Yeah.
we got better designers, better footfall.
Right.
So I think people started trusting in us that, these girls get really good labels. And that's how it is. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So let's start with where it all began.
Yeah.
When you started, the early stage of TFR. I'm sure the initial stage, you would have a lot of doubts that what if we don't make it, or those self doubts start creeping in.
In fact, Neha, our
Yeah.
first show, we did this partnership in 2016,
Right.
and our first show was supposed to happen in November 2016. And we had booked CGA, and we had booked some really kick-ass labels, and they were coming. And demonetization happened.
Oh God.
So we shelved our first show.
Oh.
So that was very, very disheartening. But God was like, God's great. And January 2017, we did our first show, a small pop-up, but it did exceedingly well.
That's what happens when people with real passion come up with something. God is always there for
Yes,
us,
yes,
to guide
absolutely.
us. Yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
And I totally believe in that and I've seen you girls also growing so well in the past decade because of all the passion and the love that you've brought to the industry, to
How
the
sweet.
to the city.
Those are very
And,
kind words.
yeah. No, totally.
Yeah.
And also, when you started initially, you might have some doubts, or you might be also thinking, and what if this doesn't work out? Did those doubts creep in?
I'm telling you, Neha, being
Yeah.
very honest, I don't think we thought that so much.
Right.
We took one step at a time, baby steps. We didn't
Right.
know that, that it will become so big. But we were, and we were just thinking at of the moment of the particular show we were doing and nothing else. Yeah.
Correct. I
Mm.
think that's the right strategies. Since you just keep on taking baby steps, and you will be guided in the right direction.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Absolutely.
And how did the people react? The people like immediate family, friends around you, were they ever skeptical of this, or were they supportive, or were they silently judging you? Something like that?
I have always done what I wanted to do, and he's always been on my side and always helped. In fact, he's never felt that it's belittling to help his wife. So I'm very proud of him. And I'm very happy that, I found Sahiba, a sister like her, who has been touch with such a great partner. Also, I feel I have some very good female friendships, which I would like to, say that they say that there is competition among women. But I've always felt that if you have women who are positive and they're surrounding you with so much positivity, it just reflects. So, I was very happy, in a very happy space, and I feel I have very positive people around me. So it was really good.
That's really lovely. I think
Yeah.
you're really blessed, in a way, even me, to have people around you who support you, who share the same vision, and
Yes.
who always cheer for you. So
Yes.
of course, it's always an add-on when you're a woman. So true. So I'm very happy.
Nonetheless, there have been people who have judged.
Oh, now we're really talking.
Yes. Yes. So, if you remember, I had this lady also. I was in partnership with my friend.
Absolutely, I do
Richa.
remember.
Yes.
I've visited that.
Yes.
We
yes.
dated. Yes.
So TFR was already there. People, I think 5-6 years now. TFR was already there. So I was doing both the things, and the
Right.
babe must be 6 at that time.
Right.
So there's this lady. Okay, she came up and she was just a regular day lady, and she was like, "Oh, how are you doing this? You're doing this also, that also.
Yeah.
You even give time to your kid."
Yeah.
So
Wow, we all know that
Yeah.
woman, that one woman we always have in our life.
yeah. So Neha, that time I'm 40 plus now,
Yeah.
but at that time I was so young, and I really took it to heart. And
Oh.
yeah, I really took it to heart, and I was very disheartened because I was like, nobody knows the kind of mother I am, and I really feel that I really put in a lot of effort in my child.
Of course.
So, one thing I would like to say, don't let anyone decide your narrative. So,
Wow.
yes.
Quite powerful, I must say, yes.
So, if you know you're doing okay, then I think that's what is needed.
Exactly. I think
Yes.
you know your journey very
Yes.
well,
Yes.
and nobody can call out your journey. Nobody can tell what you are and how you're, raising your child.
Exactly.
Totally.
Yeah, yeah. And strangers coming and telling you things is like, I mean, I'm sorry, who are you?
Correct. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Coming to that, I would also like to ask you that,
Yeah.
this is one thing that we don't talk about enough: motherhood. Like what you said,
Yeah.
your son was quite young when you started
Yes.
the front row, you
Yeah.
started working.
Yeah.
So, how did you actually navigate through all of this together?
So Neha, I'll tell you. So we do 3 shows in a year,
Right.
and mostly throughout the year we are busy. But there are gaps when we are not busy also. So,
Right.
but when we are busy, we're really busy. Uh, but I think time management is
Yeah.
very important.
Absolutely.
If you give a certain number of hours to your work and certain number of hours to your kids and your family, I think you're sorted.
Lovely.
It can be very,
I agree.
yeah. So there has to be a work-life balance. Look at you. You have a son with the same age. Our children are the same age, and you're doing it so well.
And
you
my
know?
son is coming with me for all my work. So I think that's the best part. So we all, have it our own way. I completely agree.
Exactly.
But that initial time of motherhood,
Yeah.
when your children are very little, do you feel that you were, pulled in two directions, or was it
I would say
was it
not
smooth for
really.
you?
Not really. Once or twice, I think. Once I remember breaking down because Zubair had very high fever and I was there for a shoot.
Oh.
And I think in the middle of the shoot, I started crying because it was very overwhelming for me. So things like that. But I didn't think so. I think I've managed it pretty well.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Good
Yeah.
enough. So that but I still feel that, even I'm a mom now. Our sons are in fact together.
Yes.
And now that they're in their teens, I still feel that, sometimes that guilt factor creeping in here and there.
That's always there.
Right.
No mom is guilt free.
Right. I think it's a part and parcel of being a mom.
Yes.
I think even when he goes to college, there will be few things that will still overwhelm me. I will still feel guilty for not being there for him. So, but those initial times when you very recently navigating through motherhood, you don't have that much of wisdom. So was it hard for you? Yeah.
But I would like to say one thing here.
Yeah.
Now Zubair, my son is a teenager.
Yeah.
So I really feel women who are working, their children are more motivated. They're more driven. So I really don't. Now looking back, I really don't feel I'm guilty of anything.
I think you beautifully put this across, because especially I think for sons, it's very important for them to see their mother working.
Yes.
Because that's what progresses them in future, and that's how they start looking at women also.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yes, brilliantly put together.
Thank you.
Okay, Tani. So
Yeah.
now in this world of Instagram, pretty looking reels, everybody's dressed up. Do you think people and businesses are focusing more on a perception that they're building around their business, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I just feel that they're focusing more on the perception building of the businesses rather than the real work? What do you have to say about that?
I would like to understand, Neha, what do you mean by real work and perception? Because, I'll tell you, in our line, what you show is what you see eventually.
Correct.
Yes. So you have to, TFR is very read-centric and very,
Right.
pictures and we do all of that. So, but that's what our designers are getting,
Yeah.
right? So there is nothing, there are no two ways about it that the perception is different from the real thing.
Right. That's
Yes,
true. That's
yes,
true. So whatever you're wearing, the
Yeah.
designers send you,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you shoot in those
Yeah,
clothes,
yeah.
and that's
Absolutely.
and mostly that's a part of the show and the part of the whatever designer are showcasing at TF1, right?
Absolutely. Yes, yes.
Good to know
Yes.
that. So, Charmi, I just want to ask you that, all of this looks very glamorous on the outside, but I think a lot of business and entrepreneurship also depends on who you exactly are. So have you ever felt that, things would have been a little different or shaped in a different way if you were a man?
Neha, you know, this has never struck me actually. I would never want to be a man. I would always want to be like, I love being a woman
Yeah.
and I love indulging myself because one of the main reasons to start PFR was that so that we can get the best of clothes and accessories.
Right.
But yes, I feel definitely men have it easier. We all know that. But women, like a lot of women, who have changed the way things have shaped up for work, for business.
Right.
So I really don't feel like today, sitting in 2026, I would even like give it a thought that had it been a man, it would have been better. Because I really feel that we are, hand in hand with the men, and we are as good.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Even better, I would say.
We are very good multitaskers, yeah.
Absolutely. I
Amazing
agree.
multitaskers.
I think the creativity that women can bring into any kind
Yeah.
of business or any on day to day, life. If I see the kind of crockery we eat in, the kind of clothes that we wear, the kind of
Absolutely.
the way we dress up, everything
Every
shouts
day
out.
feels like a festival.
Yeah.
And Simon are very careful about our details. So we are
Yeah.
both very, if I may say so,
Mm.
we are very artistic and creative. So you know how the frame would look like, what has to go, what is the kind of crockery. Like we just did our Bridgerton theme, right?
Yeah, that looked lovely.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. So
Yeah.
everything, all the detailing is done by both of us.
Right.
So we really enjoy that.
I understand from the creative aspect.
Yeah.
But businesses involve a lot of other aspects also. Let's say finances, let's say travel, or sitting for meetings with different kinds of people. Would you ever feel that, sitting in a boardroom or sitting at a meeting, that the outcome would have been a little different if you were a man?
So, yeah, sometimes it has not happened in a very obvious way, in a very dramatic way. But, some people, when you're to a meeting or you're meeting new vendors, uh, they feel that, women probably can be taken for granted and they don't know their stuff. Maybe I could like increase the bills and maybe I can just take them for granted. Take them for granted.
Yeah.
But I think I don't think that has happened. I don't think we've let that happen because Neha, now earlier work you were very nice when you start work, and 10 years back you just 30 and yeah, you're very young, but now you're clearer, you're more assertive, and there's no clutter in your mind. So even when you're giving those instructions, you know how they would be taken.
Right.
Earlier, maybe they were more aggressive. So I think it's more internal. If you become a little more, I would say, self-assured, people will take you like that also. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Very interesting. So if I say, what comes first for you, business or creativity?
Creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why is that?
I think it's just I love being creative. I just love it. But of course, it has to make sense. It has to make business sense.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Like I would just like to add on that, yes, of course, if you're creative, if you bring that out, the money, the success, the business, everything will follow.
Yes.
Because you're so passionate for, let's say, fashion, for the creative aspect,
Yeah.
everything will definitely follow. So,
There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
People keep on following or running behind money, running behind things. But actually, whatever the quality that you have inside you, within you, is what you should actually be highlighting as,
True.
going forward,
True.
rather than money. And
True.
it will eventually follow.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right. Okay, Chandni. So Instagram is all about women supporting women.
Yes.
We see that everywhere.
Yes.
But tell me honestly,
Yeah.
do women actually support women in this industry?
There are all kinds, I would say. Like any other field, there are a lot of women who are very supportive. and there are a lot of women who are not. So it's okay.
How do you deal with that?
You don't need to
You-
deal with it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
really don't need to. Neha, like I told you, like we as a team, like we are very much into us only. And if there is a good competition, trust me, we get better. So it's how you take it.
True.
Yeah.
I think it all becomes a noise after a while when you're very concentrated towards your goals and your
Yes.
ambition.
Absolutely.
It's always a noise in the background,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
All right, Chani, now I have a fun segment for you. I have a rapid fire round for you. I have multiple questions. You can answer in a word, in a sentence, or a paragraph, whatever you want. Shall we start?
Yay.
Are you ready?
Yes. Yes.
Influencers and exhibition. Overrated or underrated?
Really controversial, Neha.
That's what we wanted.
No, I actually did.
We got a teaser. Tell us. No, this though you have to answer. It's very personal for me.
Okay.
Tell me whatever your
Yeah, yeah.
underrated, overrated.
Absolutely well rated. Good. Yeah, they're doing their job. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, yes.
That's a good way to answer that. Are you an overthinker or risk taker?
I am an overthinker and a risk taker at the same time. Actually. Yeah.
You know what? I'm the same.
Same.
I think all of women have been blessed
Yeah,
with
yeah.
both of these things.
What's your star sign?
Scorpio. Have you ever played dumb in a room just to observe?
No, actually.
No.
No.
Do successful women intimate people?
Yes, for sure, the intimate people. And people judge you more. And yeah, that's true.
I'd agree to that too.
Yeah.
One label you tired of hearing as a woman?
Women have always been second guessed that. So either way, too nurturing, too ambitious, too caring, or too emotional. So I think a lot of us get it just right.
Super. What is success to you? Freedom or pressure?
Of course, freedom. Yes.
One thing you judge people for but won't say out loud.
Dressing sense.
Had to be done, mate. Alright. Something people assume about you that's completely wrong.
I'm a snoot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do that?
A lot of people think.
Yeah? But
And
you
I'm
don't
not.
come across like that to me, at least.
Thank
Yeah?
God.
Wow, there are all kinds of people.
Yeah.
Tell me any big challenges that you faced initially.
Neha, like I talked about demonetization, that was our first one, but bigger than that, I'll tell you. In 2023, our biggest show happens pre-Diwali. So we call it the front row Rani Bagh.
Right.
Yeah. So everything was set. We have so many, we have a big setup outside as well as inside. It's our biggest show of the year. So we had around 50 designer labels outside, and we had inside also. And we had set everything the day before, and literally a tornado, I'm not kidding, literally like a tornado came and it destroyed everything. And all the designers from who were outside, they start telling us, what are we supposed to do? We can't.
Yeah.
And this is like something which the nature is doing, the weather gods are doing. We can't do anything. So it was raining, it was like a big storm, but you know what, God is bigger than any storm. It stopped, I think, by 12 o'clock. Until then, we had our hearts in our mouth. And the kind of crowd that poured in for that show, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is actually like it was magic.
I'm having goosebumps right now while you're saying all
No,
that.
but yeah, this was actually there.
Wow.
Yeah. So there were many designers who left that time, and there were many who stayed back. And those who stayed back, they said they have done probably the best sales of their year.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so happy. I'm so glad that this happened. And,
Yeah.
this is how you learn through life, I
Yeah,
feel.
and there Yeah.
The challenges make you bigger, and it's you have to go down that road to reach somewhere even bigger, I feel so.
Yeah, and some things are just not in your hands, right? So you have to You have to deal with that.
Yeah, and brilliant way to deal with that. I'm sure you must have. What did you exactly do? Did you do any totka or prayers there? Nothing.
Cyber 9, very, very stressed. It was very stressing for us because, so many 50 designers coming up to you and telling you
Right.
what are we supposed to do, and we are actually responsible. But at the same time, there was nothing we could. But yes, then those who stayed back did extremely well.
Lovely. But I also would like to add on here because I know you personally and Saiba also.
Yeah,
That both of you are very, very positive souls. So, somewhere down the line, that also really helps.
I
Because
guess.
God is always watching, like you said. And,
Yes.
there's that upper power that's always,
True.
that has their hand on you always. So,
True.
if, again, the same thing, if your eyes are on your goal, you will get there,
Absolutely.
howsoever.
Absolutely.
So that has a big role to play here, that you guys are very positive and very hardworking. Right of you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Truly
you.
believe that.
Thank you.
What would you pick up for a night out? Red or black?
Black all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah,
I love black too.
Yeah, looks good.
Are you a mountain person or a beach person?
Both depends on my mood. Yeah.
A woman whose fashion sense you really admire.
I've always been a great fan of Maharani Gayatri Devi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love people who have classic taste. So really like the way she used to dress up, and maybe Jacko Kennedy. Like I felt that she was very posh. Then yeah, these two.
Great. And to end this beautiful conversation, I mean, we just heard about your journey, how you came up with the entire TFR concept and your events and everything. So we have a lot of mothers and a lot of women watching our podcast who are sitting right there and maybe, thinking that I want to be her, I want to be Chandni, or I want to start a business of my own, right? What advice do you have to give to them which you were never given when you had to start?
See, I feel you should really follow your dreams. That's very important. Do not hesitate if you want to get into a partnership. Make sure you get a great partner, get a good team, be dedicated, have a good work-life balance, and that's it, and enjoy it.
Lovely. Yeah, and I think that's the best part. Enjoy what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Just have
Yeah.
total undying faith in whatever you're doing in
Yeah.
life, and just go after your dreams like there's no tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Chandni, for being here. It was a total delight to have you for our first podcast today. And I just want to ask you, is there anything that you want to ask me today or say to me before we sign off?
Yes, Neha. Thank you for having me. It's been such a refreshing conversation. Literally, I mean it. It's been a very good conversation.
Grateful.
And it was like, it was so organic that it felt I'm talking to a friend, which I am. So you've always made it very easy and real. Like I would say, your content has always been so engaging. So I've always been a fan of yours.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for having me.
It was lovely. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.